Hi, I'm Jim with Pride Restorative NC, and I want to share a story with you about a client we ran across. We were helping her with her home, and it's like everybody likes to save money on insurance. Everybody feels like they're paying way too much on insurance. I'm sure you're one of them. And if somebody came to you, whether it be your agent or you see an advertisement and it said, "Hey, we'd like to save money on your insurance," well, most people, of course, would be, yes, I want to save money, because they think of insurance as a commodity, kind of like buying milk or gas. If you saw gas across the street for $2.19 and you're at a station that's $2.39, you might, hey, I'm going to go get the $2.19. It's the same gas. I don't want to spend extra money. And that makes sense. However, insurance is written to protect insurance companies, and it's written in such a way, if they're saving you money, there's something that's missing possibly in the policy. So the story I want to share with you is a client that had took over her parents' home, and she had insurance that covered wind and hail. She had a homeowner's policy and then had a separate flood policy. So we had three different policies cover this home. Well, so writing three different checks. And she was approached by her agent and said, "Hey, we have a policy. This new company is offering your wind and hail and homeowners all in one policy. And you're going to be able to get it for $3,400 less per year." What a deal. $3,400 a year. And, when you tell anybody they can save over $3,000 a year and you think you're getting the same kind of insurance, why not? It would be silly not to make that switch if it's the same thing. So I met with her, and we were looking over the policies, as I'm also looking at her home and pointing out that she had wind-driven rain that came in through around her windows, her doors. There was damage to her flooring. There was damage to the drywall. There was damage to all the window trim. And mold was growing throughout the house. And when I identified all the windows in her home had leaked, we pulled out the policy to see if we can get this covered. And what we discovered is that she said, "Well, yeah, here's my policy I had before." And I went through and looked at it, and it had the right wordage and the right verbiage. The verbiage you're looking for in a policy, if you're in North Carolina, this is absolutely critical. You need to make sure you have this coverage, and it would be wind-driven rain would be covered without a wind-created opening, which means that water damage, if it came through the window without breaking a window, or came in through the roof or siding or around the door, but there was not a wind-created opening, that any water damage that got in your house, on your floor, through your cabinets or whatever, would be covered. That's what she had in place. However, her agent said, like I said, $3,400 we can save you, and you'll get wind and hail all in one policy. So she made the switch. Her agent failed to tell her that what she was giving up was that the new policy now had the verbiage was, we do not cover water damage unless there was a wind-created opening caused by the storm, which means that it would only be water damage on her floors and her walls that she currently had would not be covered at this point. And in this particular situation was drywall, flooring, casings, trim, cabinets, easily $100,000 worth of damage in her house would not be covered because she opted to take this coverage. She was blown away, obviously, and she did not know that this was not covered, and she was so thankful that I pointed this out to her, and she was going to contact her agent and get it switched back prior to the next hurricane, because hurricanes are going to come and go every year. As some are going to be more severe than others, but you've got to make sure. This is a huge mistake people make when buying insurance. Make sure what your policy covers, make sure what it doesn't cover, so you understand the risk you're taking, because you don't want to find out after a hurricane's blown through and caused damage inside your home. Could be a lot of hidden water damage we've seen throughout homes in North Carolina. It's prevalent. Most windows I've seen are leaking. Most doors I've seen are leaking. Construction is not good in North Carolina. And just so you know, that construction defects are not covered on a policy. So if your builder did something wrong, and that builder may be out of business now, but they didn't seal the windows correctly, that's why the water got in, the insurance companies could still deny it because they're going to point back to the builder defect, whoever built your home. And what if you're buying your home from somebody else that had a previous claim? Now they had the roof replaced. Wonderful. So you have a new roof on your home and you think everything was taken care of. Not so fast. What about the windows? What other work was done in your home after that last storm? So, we don't make sure of what kind of damage you have in your house, what may be there. We could talk more about this on another subject. This is Jim with Pride Restoration. Let me know if we can help educate you on your policies. I'm happy to look at it for you, point in the right direction. And like I said, don't buy insurance based on cost. You need to buy it based on value of what you're getting and understand what you are getting, what you're not getting. But critical, look under wind and hail on your policy. And if you're not familiar with it, make your agent sit down and explain it to you. If they can't, let us know. We can help point you in the right direction of show you where it's at in your policy so you understand what you have and what you don't have.